They drive past at 60, maybe 70, and she's just one more shape against the rail. One more gust and that loop was going to fail. If she slipped then, there was no second try. I saw white against orange, and my stomach dropped. That was no trash bag.
That's an eagle, and she's hanging over the drop. If a driver clipped that mesh, she'd go with it. I had to make this lane notice us. I've got you. Chest on the rail, feet on metal. Don't fight the drop, fight my hands instead. Breathe. Chest on the rail, neck in my hand. I'll steal you one clean breath at a time from this plastic.
If one more fender caught that loose plastic, it would rip her right past me into the river. I needed this whole curve to see her first.
Okay, no more headlights, no more sky. Just my hands, this towel, and the rail under you.
I could feel every beat through the towel, but the net still owned her right side. I had to turn this guardrail. First I cut what the cars could grab, not what her body depended on. She needed every strand under her until my hands were ready to replace them. One strand at a time. If I guessed wrong, the whole wing would drop with the net, not rise with my hand. I let the river take what she didn't need, and kept every strand that still held her to the metal instead of empty air. I peeled her out of this tangle the way you peel wire off an old fence post. Outer loops first, core last. I needed her to lean on my arm more than on that plastic, but until I was sure, the net stayed on as a bad crutch instead of no crutch at all. Outer loops first. Her ribs still belonged to the net, but at least it wasn't crushing the front of her lungs anymore. When I broke that anchor, I had to be her new anchor. That's when the mountain let go of her, and she fell into my arms instead. The net was still a cage, but at least it wasn't welded to the cliff anymore. I wanted that first touch of ground to come from my hands, not from the bottom of a canyon. The net came with us. For the first time since that wind hit her, every squeeze on her ribs came from her own lungs, not from plastic. She woke up on asphalt instead of on air. The canyon was still below us, but now it was just scenery, not her destination.
She had traded plastic for canvas and steel bars for a crate. Now I had to convince a sky hunter that
Her body finally weighed what it should. No plastic, no steel. Just feathers, bone, and every bad minute we had to carry together. The net stayed on the mountain. She got the ride. Next stop wasn't a cliff edge. It was a clinic light.
The road finally moved under her instead of past her. Every bump said the same thing. We're leaving that rail behind.
one bad gust put her into that net. I wasn't about to let another gust take us off this road on the way out.
Every turn of that wheel was a promise. Next stop is help, not another impact. Cliff sound gave way to parking lot echoes. It never feels fast enough, until suddenly you're out of road and right in front of help. From here on, every hand that touched her did it under a roof and a light, not a cliff edge and a guardrail. She'd traded one kind of restraint for another, my hand instead of plastic. The difference was, this time, she got to choose whether to fight it.
The net had done its work without breaking bone. Her muscles told the story instead, bruised, angry, but still ready to live.
Her lungs sounded like someone who'd been screaming into the wind for too long, but they were full, not drowning.
Cliff, net, guardrail, crate, table. She was still with us at the last one. That was enough to earn every minute of care we could give her. Small sting first. Clean beats brave every time. Stop the whisper bleeds, keep the big work clean. Now a barrier. Let the air in, keep the day out. Tight enough to promise stillness. Loose enough to promise air.
A little water now buys calmer choices later.
Not enough to make her fight digestion.
Not a stretch, just a promise that this joint still remembers moving. On to softness. Pressure steals breath, I give it back.
Balance is a promise, not a test. She kept it.
Breaths steady. Edges clean. She's earning wind.
Warm, padded, and nothing left to fight. That's how healing starts.
Clinic did its part. Now the valley gets hers back.
Clean wind, soft ground, long glide path. If she passes the test, the valley can have her back. No brace for the test, just bone, muscle, and wind.
Range is back, slow, smooth, and hers. She leaned on the sky and it leaned back. That's strength enough to try.
No cliff under her now, just air doing what air does.